Hello everyone. I've got a really bad cold, so you're just gonna have to forgive me on this, but I just wanted to give you a look at the creative process I had whenever I was embellishing the cover of my card sketchbook. So I've sped up this video just so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Um, I'm using a variety of different things here. First, I wanted to use this white piece of paper kind of just as a template to see how big my actual spaces that I can use. So I have a variety of things here I'm using, and I'm just going to list the supplies for you kind of as we go. Let's see. The paper collections I've used are My Mind's Eye. I've used papers from the Bohemia collection. It's Time, Breaking Free, Surf's Up, and SEI's Play Day collections. And you're going to kind of see different things as we go along here. And sorry, I kind of disappear for a moment while I'm cutting the paper. All right, and let's see, I've used a white gel pen at the end. Of course, I have adhesive that I use. I didn't use any dimensional adhesive on this, and you'll see here, I just use the glue runner or the tape runner, just because since it has that clear cover over the top of my card sketchbook, I didn't want it to, I mean, it's already bulky enough now that I'm adding multiple layers onto the cover, but I didn't want it to stand up any more than necessary, especially since I'll be probably carrying it in my bag, as I go to places to take it with me. I've used washi tape. I didn't use any specific brand. This is actually one I actually got from Target. It's their brand. I've used rub-ons from the SCI Poppy collection. I used a tag template that I actually have in my Crafty Spot website on Etsy. You'll see I'm just layering the different papers here. I'm trying to see what's going to look good. All right, these little tags, I actually made these up probably 2 weeks ago, and I didn't know how I was going to use them, but I knew I wanted them on my card sketchbook. And this one said who, what, when, where, why, and you can see where I've used a couple different letter stickers, and some of these letter stickers are years old, so I have no idea where they came from, but the ones at the very bottom, those skinny white ones, are Jelly Bean Soup Alpha Beans. No, I'm sorry, those are the Lily B Design ABC stickers that coordinate with the handmade collection. The one that says craft under what, that is the Jelly Bean Soup Alpha Beans and Speckled Brown Egg. And then the ones that say everywhere, those are just from the Michael's The Recollections brand. And then I have ones that say me and now under who and when. Those are, I have no idea what collection or where they came from, but I do know they are like, I don't know what you call them. They're kind of plasticky, but they kind of have a bubble on top, so they have a little bit of dimension to them themselves. But they were kind of cool looking, and I like the idea of having a whole bunch of different letter stickers. I wanted to use mostly thickers, but the spaces weren't quite large enough. And obviously, the biggest concept of this whole card sketchbook is crafting, so that's why that's the biggest, most um, dominant font on this card. I'm just using my quarter inch corner rounder on this, and I used a postage stamp edge to do that white little border to tie in the white lettering on the tag. This little tag, it's kind of hard to see, but I got that from, let's see, that is from SEI, the Mayberry collection, and it's from the sheet that's called the Blue Plate. Blue Plate Special, and I love that sheet. I actually got 2 copies of it. It has a ton of little like signs that you'd get back in the day. You'd see Blue Plate Special, Route 66. I mean, there's just a ton of really cute things on there. I'll have to actually take a picture of it so you can see it. It's, I think, one of my favorite um, papers to cut from. I haven't used, this is the first time I've used it though, because I haven't wanted to to cut into it. What you're seeing me do here is just, I used the tag template from my Crafty Spot website, and I cut out this tag, and I, sorry, I'm having a moment, I can't think right now. My brain has gone as long, right along with my voice, but I'm added that tag on to just a piece of pattern paper, and I'm trying to figure out which rub-ons to use here. Trying to kind of tie the different colors. That's why I went with the white rub-on, to tie into the white lettering off the craft colored tag at the top. Oh, and that craft color tag is actually from My Mind's Eye Life Stories journaling sheet number 1. And there were a couple different tags on there, but I just cut this one out. Boy, looks like I'm using that rub-on extremely quickly. I was using a variety of collections here, but last summer I went to, or the end of last summer, I went to a scrapbook show. I cannot think of the name of it right now. With both of my sisters, and I got a whole bunch of different, papers and embellishments, and a lot of them were probably from collections that were about to come off the shelves. But I like to just get new things, even if it's stuff I don't have. I like to get new things to add to my collection, and so that's what a lot of these were for. The SEI booth had a grab bag, and it was actually a great deal, and I'll definitely have to look for it again this year. But it had 3 different paper collections in there. It had a 12 by 12 pad, as well as the loose papers, the double-sided loose papers. And then it had all these rub-ons. It had card bases. It had ink pads. I don't think they had any stamp sets in there, but they had, let's see, there was ribbon, there were stickers, there was a pack of thickers. There were just a ton of things in there. It was only $20. And funny enough, after I actually opened it up, all the people that I was with my 2 sisters and then a couple of other friends. They all decided they wanted to go get them, and then when we went back, one person got them, but they were sold out of the rest of them, so nobody was able to get any. But I love that little pack. It was such a great deal. And then if you see up on the right hand corner of the screen here, I made another little tag. It says, "Hello, my name is Mel." And I was going to put that on here, but it was just way too busy to even try to place it on there, so I didn't. And I'm using that washi tape I was talking about. I wasn't sure where to put it, but I wanted to tie in a little bit of that aqua color. So I just am putting it up here, kind of floating around, but I'm trying to make the colors a little bit more cohesive. This is a very simple layout, but I'm really new to scrapbooking. I've done cards for a while, but I almost hate to say this, but I've never done a 12 by 12 layout, and that's kind of on my horizon in the near future, but I haven't done one yet. These little die cut shapes are from SEI Black Orchid collection. And again, I'm using some of these rub-ons from this set I pulled out earlier. And I think the video is going to cut off here in a second because I forgot it. I didn't realize it wasn't recording anymore. But I'm just adding these rub-ons onto the bottom left in the upper right corner. See. I really should have taken a picture just to make sure I placed everything right afterwards. I've seen other people do that on videos, and it's such a good idea, but I never think to do it. Alright, so I finally realized that the camera had cut off. I already have my rub-ons here. I already mounted the tag onto the upper part of the page. I already mounted these die cuts, and now the last thing is really just to add this this last little piece at the bottom. And I have a whole bunch of different things going on here, but I have, I've got the aqua in a couple different places. I've got the green on the tag as well as the die cut shape. I have, and in the little rub-ons in the corner, I have the white on the rub-on as well as the letter stickers, and the edge punch and all of that. But, well, that's pretty much it. I'll take pictures at the end, but thank you for joining me.